Now students, we will be discussing the exercise of the chapter sound. Okay. Now the first question A is, read the following questions carefully and tick the right options. So I will be, there are 4 options given and I will be reading out the question for you and I will be telling you the answer which is correct. Okay. And we will be marking that answer with a right tick box which is given in your books. Now the first question is, the medium for the propagation of sound is A. Air, B. Water, C. Iron and D. All of these. So you know the sound can travel in all mediums. So air, water, iron and all of this. So the correct option is D. All of these. Second question. Sound cannot travel through A. Liquid, B. Solid, C. Gas and D. Vacuum. So the correct answer is D. Vacuum. Okay. Third. Sound waves travel fastest in A. Air, B. Metals, C. Vacuum, D. Liquids. Now students, if we talk about this, now air is gas, metal is solid, vacuum and liquid is liquid. Okay. Now as we have discussed that the sound travel fastest in solids, then in liquids, then in gas and it do not travel in vacuum. So the correct option is B. Metals. Okay, and we have also done this example, that is in aluminium there is 6,300 meter per second was the vibration of sound, or the travelling speed of sound was there. Fourth, the loudness is the measure of A. Shrillness, B. Heaviness, C. Frequency and D. Pitch. Now students, this frequency and pitch is one another thing. Now what is the loudness? Loudness means the amplitude, and what this amplitude comes, it comes from this shrillness. So the correct answer of this will be A. Shrillness. Okay. Fifth, sound in the human body is produced by A. Air, B. Lungs, C. Esophagus and D. Larynx. So this larynx is your voice box. So the correct answer is D. Larynx. Okay. Sixth, sound having a frequency less than 20 Hz are called A. Supersonic, B. Ultrasonic, C. Sonar and D. Infrasonic. Now the students, supersonic and ultrasonic are the sounds which are above 20,000 Hz. And what is a sonar? Sonar is a device which is used by this navies to detect or to measure distance of an object which is under water. Sonar is a device. So infrasonic is the right option. That is D is the right option. Infrasonics. Okay. Now seventh. In a sitar, the sound is produced by A. Beating, B. Rubbing, C. Blowing and D. Plucking. So it is plucking. Okay. D. Plucking. Okay. So these are the answers for this A question, that is, read the following questions carefully and tick the correct options. Now we will be doing the fill in the blanks with appropriate words. Okay. Please note down the answers of this. Okay. Now we will be doing the B question, that is, कोई statement है, there are some blanks in it, so you will be filling out that blanks, जो भी word आपको सही लगता है उस पे. Okay. Now let's start with it. That is B. First, sound is a form of dash. It is a form of pressure wave. Pressure waves. Okay. Second, sound cannot travel through vacuum. Okay. Third, dash detects the presence of sound. Ear detects the presence of sound or any human or any hearing device. Fourth, time taken to complete one vibration is the time period. Okay. Time period. Okay. Fifth question, that is fifth question. Pitch of sound depends on dash of vibration. So the pitch of sound depends on the frequency of vibration. Sixth, the SI unit of frequency is hertz. Okay. Seventh, musical instruments use vibration of stretched dash and dash to produce sound. So musical instrument use vibration of stretched, stringed, okay, stretch, stringed, air column and skin to produce, or you can say stretched skin, okay, to produce sound, okay, or you can also write stringed wind and percussion to produce sound. This is more appropriate to that. Okay, this completes the B question, that is fill in the blanks with appropriate words. During the C question, that is write true or false for the following statements. Now, आपके पास एक statement है, वो statement सही भी हो सकती है और गलत भी हो सकती है. If you think that statement is wrong, just put a false against it, and if you think that statement is correct, then put a true against that statement. So the C question to the first question. Sound can be produced irrespective of whether they are vibration or not. It is false. Sound will always be produced when there is vibrations are there. Okay. Second, the speed of sounds depend on temperature. It is also just true. Okay. Third, a non-vibrating body can produce a sound. Every vibrating body will be producing sound. You know, this snake, they don't have this vibrating body, but they have this mouth and they create a vibration of okay. Now, next. Fourth, high frequency sound has a low pitch. No, which a high frequency sound has a high pitch. So, it is false. Fifth, wind instruments produce sound due to the vibration of the stretched membrane of them. Okay, what do you do? Not every wind instrument is produced by stretched membrane. It is produced in string and percussion instrument. Wind instruments are played by blowing air on an air column. So, it is false. Sixth, a short flute will produce the sound of a lower pitch than a long flute. Now, we have discussed that air column, shorter air column and a longer air column. This longer air column will be producing low frequency sound or low pitch sound. This will be producing high pitch sound. Now the statement says a short flute will produce lower pitch sound than a long flute. So it is false. Okay. Now the seventh one. Excessive noise may cause deafness. Yes, it may lead to deafness. So it is true. So this completes your answer. C. Write true or false for the following statements. Now we'll be doing the match the column A with column B. I will be writing the column 1 here, A here, and the column B there, and we'll be matching this column A and B together. Okay? 3, 2. This is your D question. Column A, and here column B. Okay? So the first is flute. Second is high pitch sound. High pitch sound. Third is speed of light. Okay. Fourth is speed of sound in air. Speed of sound in air. Fifth, student, there is a very interesting fact. Speed of light can travel in vacuum, but speed of sound, light waves can travel in vacuum, but sound waves cannot travel in vacuum. Fifth, pitch. Sixth, sound propagation. Seventh, loudness. Okay, this completes a column A. Now we'll be writing the column B here. First, now the first is 331.5 meter per second. Next one is amplitude. Material medium. Vibrating air column. High frequency. Frequency of vibration. And last is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Okay, now we'll be matching this column with this column. Okay, now flute. Flute is a vibrating air column type of instrument. Okay, next is speed of light. So speed of high pitch sound. High pitch sound. So this high pitch sound is of high frequency. Speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now the second one is speed of sound in air is 331.5 meter per second. Next is pitch. Now what is pitch, students? Pitch is frequency of vibration. Okay. Now sound propagation. Sound propagation will be requiring a material medium, and loudness is defined by the amplitude. Okay. So this completes a match the column A with column B. Okay. Now we will be doing the next question, that is E. That is define the following terms. First is frequency. So what is frequency? The number of vibration in 1 second is frequency. Then amplitude. What is amplitude? The maximum magnitude of the movement of the string of a vibrating body which gives you the loudness of the body, is called amplitude. Matter waves, what are matter waves? The waves which are traveling in your this matter, that is solid, liquid and gases. Next is F question, that is differentiate the following between the following. So first is music and noise. So music is a note which is soothing to our ears, either it high pitch or either it is low pitch. And noise is a sound which is not suitable or which is not good for our ears, and it is also not soothing to our ears. Second is audible and inaudible sounds. You have to define the range of audible sound range and inaudible sound range, and you can give an example where who can hear the audible sound range and who cannot hear the inaudible sound ranges. Okay. Now the G question, that is answer the following questions. First question, what are the different ways in which sound can be produced? So you can be writing about every different types of ways, like about this beating, about this rubbing, blowing and plucking, the 4 ways which can, how we can produce the sound. The second question is, why does a vibrating simple pendulum not produce any sound? Why does the simple vibrating pendulum do not produce any sound? Okay, so you will be defining why the sounds are not produced in a simple pendulum. Okay, because the striking or the rate of vibration is very much less and we are not able to hear that. Okay, it's just a simple logic is there. Third is, what is ultrasonic sound? So you will be defining the range of ultrasonic sound here, and you will be writing the sound which is above 20,000 hertz, which the human ears cannot hear, are called ultrasonic sounds. They came under the category of inaudible sounds. Okay. Fourth question, which factors decide the frequency of vibration of an air column? So you will be writing about this long flute and the short flute. Okay, long air columns and the small short air columns. That is, the long air column produces a dull note of low frequency and a short air column produces a shrill note of high frequency. Fifth question, describe an experiment to show that the sound cannot travel through a vacuum. There is an activity given in your book of this bell, magnetic electric bell in a jar where a vacuum can be created. That activity number is 13.2. So you will be explaining that activity. Now the sixth question is, distinguish between noise and the musical sound. So you will be differentiating between both this. Seventh question, how does the frequency of sound differ in 3 types of musical instruments? Okay, so you will be defining how the frequency of sound differ in the types of musical instruments. Now the last one is, what are the hazards of noise pollution? There are some hazards of noise pollution which are given in your books also, and we have also discussed, so you will be writing all about this. So the next thing that we are going to discuss is HOTS, that is high order thinking skill question. There are 2 questions given in your book. So the first question is, it is not advisable to make noise in a certain areas of snow covered mountains. Give reason. So you know students, why there is not allowed to make this sound? Because the sounds will create vibration and it will the snow will have this they will strike against each other and this vibration will go through them, and this vibration can cause a problem called avalanche, that is like landslide, that is snow slide will be there. So that's why it is not advisable to make noise in the certain areas of snow covered mountains. Next is, the HOTS is given. Professor Doraemon is exploring an unknown planet. The planet has no atmosphere. So the professor is wearing a special suit for breathing. Suddenly he is alerted by the sound of something hitting its spaceship. Something is wrong in this story. Can you tell what? But there was no atmosphere, so there will be no air. So that means the place has no air, no particles. That means it has vacuum. So he will be not able to hear anything hitting his spaceship. So this is wrong in this story. Okay. Now there's a project were given. The two projects are given for you. Identify the source of noise pollution in your neighborhood or your home and suggest various measures for reducing this noise pollution. Okay. Now the next project work that is given, make a pictorial chart of famous musician of India and the instrument they play. You can take Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia, you can take Zakir Hussain, you can take different types of musicians of India and make a chart, and also the instrument that they play. Okay. Hariprasad Chaurasia flute play karte hain. You can take this Zakir Hussain used to play this tabla. So just take the examples of this type of musicians and make a chart of it. The next thing that is given in your book is activity. Now, if possible, plan a visit to an air show. They likely to have this supersonic planes, where you can say this air show in India during this Republic Day and this Independence Day. We organize this air shows. So you can go there if you have a chance to visit there. You can go there. You will like to see the supersonic planes are there and observe what you hear or see during this flight. Okay, now there's a discovery there. Thomas Alva Edison was an American inventor who invented the phonograph, a device that played recorded sound in 1877. It amazed people and influenced the later audio recording technology. So he was the person who has put a stepping stone was, or the first stone was put by him, so that we are getting this now audio recording technologies and about all these things. So this completes a chapter 13, that is sound. Okay, students.